Now then, here we are, the second episode of the Not So Late Night Art Show. 1 hour with my two guests of the night. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined tonight by the newly crowned, I think we can still say that, the newly crowned European champion, Gian van Veen. Jan, it's so good to have you tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure. And also with us, one of the PDC's finest officials, Charlie Corstorphine. Charlie, how good to see you, how good to have you on the show.
Hello, Phil. Thanks for having us, mate.
Hey, it's going to be 1 hour of talk about all sorts of stuff, about that, of course, but we also talk about a lot of other things. And you guys, of course, as we pride ourselves on being a bit of an interactive show, you'll get a chance to ask our stars of the show a question or two as well. On one hand, we're going to have a couple of you, or a few of you, who are going to be amongst Charlie, Gian, and myself here. They will join us live later on. I will switch on their cameras when they want to ask a question. And of course, you can also send through your questions via the chat. I will have an eye on things. And if there's a great question in there, I will, of course, ask our two stars of the show that question. No problem whatsoever. Now, Charlie, I just introduced you as Charlie Corstorphine because that is the way you introduced yourself to me around about three years ago in Zvolda, I think.
Yes.
But actually, your surname, a bit of controversy there, because if we've got viewers in Scotland, they would pronounce your surname quite a bit differently there.
Yes, they would, Phil. So breaking news, the correct way to pronounce my surname is Corstorphine. And the reason behind that is there's a place up in Edinburgh called Corstorphine. I have Scottish relatives myself, but for some reason, my dad has always said Corstorphine. So everyone else says Corstorphine or Corstorphine. I've even had Scott Mitchell call me Catastrophe at one stage because he just can't pronounce it. But yeah, for all the Scottish viewers, if we do have any tonight, it is Corstorphine, and I do apologise. So that is the correct pronunciation, but we'll go with whatever. So
it's all Charlie's dad's fault.
That's blame my dad for that one.
That's the way it goes. Well, I can tell you, with my surname, I get all sorts. So
I can imagine.
I've started accepting around about 12 different ways of pronouncing that. I mean, Gian, I just introduced you as our newly crowned European champion, world number 8. How does it sound? Has it sunk in a bit yet?
Maybe a little bit, but not fully, I think. Being announced on stage at the Grand Slam for the first time as a reigning European champion was a special moment, but I think for the rest, no, it hasn't sunk in 100% yet.
You asked for a bit more panache, didn't you? You wanted a bit more, like for the world champions.
Yeah. John McDonald, he just said, European champion. So I asked him to do it a bit special next time. But the next two games he wasn't on stage, so maybe it's yet to come.
Yes, because you criticised him, they got rid of him for 2 days.
Yeah. Sorry, John, if you're listening. Sorry.
That's the power you got as the European champion. I mean, we're going to look at the European Championship, of course, and just a matter of time then. But you two, basically, fresh of the Grand Slam of Dart stage. For you, Gian, you unfortunately went out after the group stages. A bit unfortunate there with 2 wins. Tough group. Bit of a disappointment for you not to reach the knockout stages, I'd imagine.
Yeah, for sure. You're going there, especially on the high after Dortmund, the European Championship, and then you want to at least progress through the group stage. But when I saw the draw, I knew it was going to be very difficult with Wessel, Josh, and Lisa. So it was a possibility with this group that you go out with even with 2 wins, and that happened. And I said after the first game I shouldn't let it come down to leg difference, and in the end I let it come down to leg difference. So of course it was a disappointment, but yeah, you live and you learn.
Yeah, I mean, 4 legs it was in the end. Maybe if we have to point at something, but that's Lisa Ashton's quality as well. She made it a close game, but maybe if you'd had a bit of a more commanding scoreline in that one, it could have been a different story.
Yeah, for sure. I think I got 2-0 up, or I think I got 2-0 up. It's been a week. and I missed too many darts at the double to go 3-0 or 3-1 up eventually. And, I led her back in the game. And, yeah, that's her quality. She took out every chance she got against me. Luckily, in the end, I still got away with the win. But, yeah, those 4 legs have cost me in the end.
I mean, Charlie, Grand Slam. What's it like for you from a refereeing perspective? Because it's a bit special because we get the group stages at the start. It's not straight knockouts
Yeah.
right away. Is that something that changes anything for you in your preparation or in the way you deal with things?
I think, well, for a start, the opening round's are best of 9, so we have to kind of get it out of our heads that it's best of 11, as it is so regularly on the European tours and the Pro Tours. So that's the first big adjustment. I love the group stage format myself. Like you say, it is very different to some of the other tournaments. Then obviously we go straight into knockout. We do get a nice variety of players as well. We get them from the main tour, we get them from the women's series, and also the development tour as well. So yeah, for me, it's a great tournament.
Absolutely, it is a bit of fresh air, like having different formats and all these kind of things. What's it like for you, Gian? Are you a fan of the group stages, or are you more like a straight knockout person?
I love a straight knockout. I think especially in a knockout stage, you know what to do. You just need to win. It doesn't matter 6-5, 6-4, 6-0. Just get the win. And then in the group stage, even though it's kind of similar, if you win all 3 games, then you're through. But still, you're winning 2 games, and then you're counting. Oh, I need like 2 or 3 legs, and that stuff you shouldn't have to worry about. So that's why I prefer just straight knockout stages. But it's the Grand Slam in itself is a fantastic tournament. As Charlie said, it's a lot of different players you see than on the other tournaments. So that's why it's a great tournament. And it's just once a year in the group stage, so it's fine.
You'll get through it. You'll get through that. We'll be back to straight knockouts from now on for this year anyway. Tobias Wagner in the comments, he just said he's already looking forward to the European Tour next year. So are we, Tobias. So are we. And if you guys want to have a look at the European Tour tickets, are already on sale. You can click this. You can scan this little QR code next to my head there, and that's going to send you straight through to the ticket website of the PDC Europe. Not all of the events are on sale yet, but some of them are. For example, our new European Tour event in Poland, in Krakow next year. Really looking forward to our premiere there, and I can tell you, so are the fans. I mean, the numbers so far, ticket numbers look very, very promising. I think for all of us, guys, always a special thing. I don't know, Gian, if you already featured on the World Series in Poland, so it's going to be a first for you as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's always nice to play in a new country, especially Poland. We see at the World Series when it was sold out in minutes, like thousands of people.
Yeah.
It's a really fantastic crowd that was. So I'm really looking forward to play for the first time in Poland. Yeah.
And Charlie, and for you as well. I mean, the refs. I mean, you guys, you always have a prime seat for those amazing matches, and then you get to experience the atmosphere basically just like the players do. The only difference, really, you don't have to throw anything. You just have to count, which is difficult enough.
No, absolutely, yeah. I'm more than happy to leave it to like the young guns. I wish I could throw as well as I could count because I probably wouldn't be too bad. But no, it's one of them. I think I made the right choice in the end going down the refereeing route. So we'll stick with that. I think.
The young guns. You're only 30, mate. Come on,
yeah.
man.
Well, it depends what you want to call old, but yeah, I'll take 30. So.
We're not old yet. Not old yet, mate. So, we get it. Yeah, older than Gian. That's
yes.
for sure. But not that old. I mean, you two. Speaking of having a prime seat or prime view on the darts board, on the arena, on the fans. I mean, you two will be connected forever, really, because your first major title, Gian, was refereed by Charlie in Dortmund when you won the title. So when you listen back in your head to that game shot and the match, you'll always hear Charlie's voice.
I'm gonna hear it many more times, hopefully.
Yeah, most surely. I mean, I said we're going to have a look at your European Championship triumph, and it has been so close. I mean, at the start of the event, you had like results that, at least on paper, they looked relatively convincing and relatively comfortable. But the more it progressed, as you'd expect, the tougher it got, really.
Yeah, for sure. I think before the tournament, everyone, when they looked at the draw, they said like I was in the easier part of the draw. Like there's no easy part, but I didn't have Luke, both of Luke's or Michael or anyone in my quarter. So that was a positive thing. But especially playing Damon Hatter first round is never going to be easy. So I knew that it was going to be a difficult task this tournament. But yeah, I played well. Especially the first couple of rounds, and then yeah, it got more difficult in the end for sure.
It got more difficult in the end, and of course, I've got the one or the other clip prepared here that we can have a look at. I mean, we're going to jump straight into your final with Luke Humphries, and we're going to have a look at that first moment when you got the chance to close out the game. We're going to look at it right here.
Gian, you require
And
100.
now 100 for the title.
Look at the nerves on his face.
All around the arena, people are on their feet. Tops is the dart needed. Just high.
80.
Oh, no. Luke Humphries
Luke
then, 85, Chris.
85.
Yeah. 2 match darts. Boom.
Needs a bullseye.
Gains
Yes, there
on
it
the
is.
20th leg.
Well, what an
Luke
extraordinary leg.
Humphries.
And what guts from Luke Humphries
21st and
to
final
keep
leg.
in
He
there
swings to throw
and
first.
find a way.
I mean, Jan, we've in the past we've heard people compare a darts match to a boxing match. When something like this happens, you miss 2 match darts, and someone does what Luke Humphries just did then, hits the bullseye, last dart in hand. That really feels like a punch in the mouth.
Yeah, 100%. You know, and to be honest, that I thought at that moment that was my chance. Now it's done.
Yeah.
You know, you've blown it. That's what I was thinking. But you know, that's why he was the world number 1, and that's why he is a world champion. That's why players in that moment can hit those finishes, especially on the bull. And yeah, I had massive respect for him at that moment. But yeah, as I said, I thought that was it.
I mean, Ed, that just hit home then when you said he was the world number 1. He held that position for quite some time. It's Luke Littler now since yesterday. I mean, Charlie, for you as well as the referee, I mean, those moments, they are so tense to watch. They're so tense for the players. Is it a different level of nervousness for you as well when you can feel like, okay, this match, a final maybe, is really coming down to the nitty gritty now?
Oh, of course. You know, the longer it goes on, you know, you are going to get some nerves. I think that's natural, really. You know, when it goes right down to the wire. But I mean, who doesn't love a last leg decider? I mean, I was waiting for George Noble to step in and do that last leg. To be honest with you, you know, he's had his fair share over the years, and I think all of a sudden now I seem to be following his footsteps in that regard, doing all these last leg deciders. Yeah, of course, there's going to be a little bit more pressure on the last leg, but you know, you just got to treat it like any other leg if you can, and just remain focused.
Who doesn't like a last leg decider? I can imagine nearly every player raising their hand there, going, "I really don't like a last leg decider." I think you'd sign up for that, Gian, wouldn't you?
100%. But looking back at it, I think it feels now better that you won it in the last leg decider. But at that moment, yeah, I'd rather close the game out 11-9 than go to a decider.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if you win a close game, it makes it that much sweeter. And obviously, we're not only going to look at the moment when Luke Humphries forced the decider, we're also going to have a look at that last leg, and maybe we're going to pause it in some situations there, and maybe Gian, you can take us through it a little bit.
Of course.
Well, it deserves to go the distance, doesn't it? They've both given so much.
Now that makes it doubly hard as well, because not only did he force the last leg decider, he also broke you, and he had the throw to win it there. So that makes it probably, in your situation on that stage when you pinned that bullseye, that made it doubly worse.
Yeah, as I said, I thought to myself, now you've had your chance, now you've blown it. So especially with him starting 140, that's another confirmation for myself. Yeah, like he's not going to fumble anything. He's just going to hit a 15 dart leg probably, and you needed a 12 dart leg of your own. So at that moment, I was just hoping to start with 60 or 59. But as soon as you heard the 140, it's like, okay, yeah, it's full under pressure now.
Well, let's have a look at how Jan van Veen dealt with that pressure.
So much. Not like Humphries has just been holding on to the coattails of Van Veen by his fingertips.
Humphries opens with a 1-4.
I mean, Charlie, this is really, those are the moments that separate the really good players from the world-class players, really. Because to kick off a decider in a major final, when you've just had that smack in the mouth, as we said, and then to kick it off with a max, that's special.
Oh, absolutely. I take my hat off to any players that can do what these guys do. I mean, like you say, the pressure was already on with the 140 from Luke, and for Gian to respond with a max, that's not something you can practice overnight. That's years of graft and hard work, mental strength as well. And yeah, it was unbelievable just to be there and witness it.
All right, so we're gonna race through that last leg here a little bit and have a look at the decisive moments there.
Second
80.
makes
we're
the
just
task
slightly
a little bit
out
harder.
of 69.
But we'll get that.
For the match, for the title. Tops needed.
49.
His favourite double.
You said you'd probably blown your chance when you missed those 2 darts at tops. When Luke came to the oche, 69 left, and I don't know if you watched him go for tops or not. Did you think he was going to pin it?
I can't even remember if I watched it or not, to be honest. Yeah, of course. In that moment, as I said, I feel like I've blown it. So I was telling myself he's, of course, going to hit it. And yeah, that was it. But when I heard Charlie say 49, I was like, oh, you get one more shot. And especially on the same finish as the previous leg, that's what made it full circle in the end.
Yeah. So let's have a look at that decisive
Both had
ton finish.
well, 1 match start for Luke, 2 for Van
I'll
Veen.
take a
Is
while,
he going to
but
get
I'll
more?
get
Top treble 16 for double.
Like when that first dart went into the single 20, I immediately thought you might go tops here. Was it clear in your mind before you went for the shot that you would go treble 16?
Yeah, I had the same in the previous leg as well. But then I started with treble 20. But then I had as well, if you hit single 20, if it's like on top of the wire, treble 20, you go treble 16, double 16. Because I rather have, like, of course, top stops when you hit a good first dart is going to be a good marker. But especially under pressure, I feel quite comfortable in treble 16 because you got quite a bit of a vertical, like you can have a bit of difference where you're aiming. And then, of course, 1 dart. Yeah, if I have 1 dart for the title, I want to be on my favorite double, which is double 16.
Right, that makes the world of sense. And let's have a look at how that plan came into fruition. Yeah,
Gets it.
Can he put this away? Double 16 for his first major title. You can see the tension. He's got it! And he roars
And the 2025
his delight.
Machine Seeker.
And what a way to do
European
it.
Champion.
He waited so
Gian
long. I wondered whether he was
Veen.
putting himself unnecessarily under pressure, but that has been a great performance.
well, I mean, what a moment there! What a roar! They could hear that back at home in Den Bosch. They could hear that roar. I mean, that was just such a massive relief for you. As you just said, when you get that 1 dart and you pin that in a decider, that is probably the best feeling you can have in darts.
Even watching this video now again, I still get goosebumps. It's been 3 weeks ago, but it's that darts decide so many things in your life. If you miss that dart, and Luke is most likely going to take out that double 10,
Yeah.
and then you're runner up, and you're not the European champion, you're not number 7 or 8 of the world, you're not major champion, you're lost in a decider. So it's so much depending on that final dart, and on that moment you try not to think about it, but it's very difficult. But yeah, as soon as I hit it and I heard game shot, it's all the emotions came out, and that's why you probably saw me jumping, which I never do. But it's so much relief coming out, and yeah, that's the moment you live for.
Yeah, if you don't jump after your first major title, I don't know when you're going to jump. But Charlie, we have to say there as well that reaction by Luke Humphries as well. I mean, his heart must have been broken after that final as well, and the sportsmanship that he displayed there, like it's just testament to our former world number 1. We have to say now, what an ambassador for the sport he is.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Jim. Go ahead, Jim.
I said that to him as well after the game. I said that's why you're the world number 1, and so many other players would have just shaken your hand and be on the side of the stage, just in disbelief how they lost that game. And that's fair enough. I probably would have done the same. But it shows what a class human Luke Humphries is, and to show that respect to me as well after the game. Yeah, that was something that meant a whole lot to me.
Right, Charlie. Now you.
No, honestly, I was going to echo those thoughts exactly. You know, Luke has been a great world number one, and I'm sure he will be number one again at some point, whenever that may be. He's always been classy in defeat, speaks very well, and he's a fantastic ambassador for the sport. So fair play to him.
Right, absolutely, and I mean, Gian, having speaking of the two Lukes as well, they contested the Grand Slam final yesterday. I mean, it's like prior to the World Championship now, obviously, I think you can feel it in the Netherlands as well. There's much more media attention now on darts than there is maybe in May or something like that. So I get a lot of questions as well. And whenever someone asks me, what do you think? Who's going to win it? What's going to be the final? And I always go, it's so boring to say that. But more probably than not, it might just be the two Lukes. I mean, these two guys, it's just unbelievable to watch them play. Like the standard. What's it like playing against them? Because playing against either Luke Humphries or Luke Littler, it must feel like having your back against the wall the entire game. You know exactly you must not make a mistake.
To be honest, I love playing them. I really enjoy playing them because, as you said, you're with your back on the wall the whole game. You have to perform, you have to play well, you have to take out massive finishes to even be close to them. But that's what makes the sport so beautiful. And every time I play one of them, I'm fully enjoying that. And I think I play my best darts against them as well. So maybe that helps a bit as well, why I enjoy it. But yeah, it's I'm always in the underdog position against them. I'm everyone expecting them to win, and that's when I thrive. I think just relax and see if you can hurt them somewhere in the game, and really enjoy playing them.
I don't know what you two guys thought. Charlie, I'm going to start with you. But yesterday in that final, I think Luke Humphries could have equaled it at 10 all when he missed that one dart at 170. When he went for the 170, although he didn't have to, and then he missed a big number to set up the double 8, then missed one dart at double 4. And Luke Littler took out that 160. I thought in that moment that's probably going to be the crucial moment of that game where the decision is going to be. I mean, that's just such a quality to have. Not only realizing that your opponent just made a mistake, but then also to take advantage the way Luke Littler did that, Charlie, isn't it?
Oh no, absolutely. I've got to be honest with you, Phil. I don't actually remember too much of the final. I'm still recovering from the previous week as it is. But no, it was an unbelievable final. You got two fantastic players there. I'm sure there's going to be many more between them in the future.
No doubt. I mean, Gian, you must have a way of watching darts as well, and as I just said, that 160 finish, those are the moments that can make or break you in a dart game.
Yeah, for sure, and that's why they are so great. As soon as you saw Luke Littler hit that first treble 20, you 99% of the time he's going to take that finish out under that pressure as well. And it maybe it wouldn't have happened if Luke didn't go for the Humphries didn't go for the 170, just hit a big 18 to lead 32. Could have been a whole different game, but as soon as that 11-9, the 160 went out and it got 11-9, you saw Luke Littler. He was going to sprint away with it. Humphries, you could tell on his face he was annoyed by that lag, of course, and he didn't perform as well as he did after that lag. So as soon as that 160 finish went in, you knew Littler was going to run away with it.
Right. I just had a little look over your shoulder there, Gian. A very impressive shirt collection. Yeah, that shoulder, exactly. Very impressive shirt collection. Is that shirts that you swapped with the other players? I've heard footballers doing that. I think that's the first darts player I've seen do that.
Yeah, I'm collecting football shirts from teams I support, but also cities where we travel to for darts or stuff like that. So
nice.
Or holidays even as like a souvenir. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I like to wear, especially when I'm home all day, just like even when I'm practicing, I probably wear a football shirt 90% of the times as well. So I like to collect them. So yeah, this is the collection.
Hey, you got a Leverkusen top there as well, because we play in Leverkusen, as you know. Come on.
Let me check. Talk to Charlie. I'll find it.
I'll speak out. So we actually it's quite good though. Oh, there you go. Of course. Hey, look at that. What a beaut. And yes, the footballing god, That is the mighty Florian Wirtz.
Yeah, I bought it at the fan shop as well when we were in Leverkusen. So yeah.
Supported my club. Thank you very much, Jan. That's the next summer transfer in the book for us, guys. We've got to talk about football a little later on, but for now, I would say it's about that time for our first viewer questions. And I've just had a look. We got a few guys with us here in the chat. We're now going to go for the young gentleman with the name of Tiz. I'm going to get Tiz involved here with us. So,
can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely we can, Tiz. So good to see you. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yeah. Can you say thanks for having me? Is it right?
That's spot on.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, so maybe I'm stuttering a little bit. But
don't worry, I'm nervous as well.
We are too.
Yeah,
we are too.
First question for football. Gian, do you have a FC Bayern triggered?
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
Sorry.
Are you a Bayern Munich supporter, Tiz?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Olise.
Olise, yeah.
It was going so well up until this moment. There you go. No, Tiz, you're right. You're fine.
Yeah. Now, first question to Gian. Like you spoke before of the doubling moments. How do you handle a situation when you're on a double with so much pressure on maybe now the final in Dortmund? How do you handle that?
It's a difficult answer. I think it's not the same every time. It just, especially with my background struggling with dartitis when I was younger. You see me now do the ghost throw to get the tension out of my arm, to release the tension. So that's why I stepped back. I said to myself, I can go straight for the double 16, but then in my head I was like, if you do that, you're gonna miss. So just step back, relax, try to notice your breathing. Just breathe in, breathe out, and then as soon as I said to myself, okay, if you go for the double 16 now, you're gonna hit it. That's when I went for it. But yeah, as you said, it's very nervous moments, especially in that final. It was a very nervous start.
Yeah, because sometimes when I play like on a darts tournament, it's like I have the match-winning double and it's the decider. Mm-hmm. It's like so now I forgot it. I'm so nervous.
Oh yeah.
So I can't just throw the dart. It's like hanging there, and I'm thinking, what? Why don't throw it?
I know that feeling, Tiz. I know that feeling. Trust me.
Yeah. And then to Charlie, because you're a caller, I thought, what happens if the caller miscounts? And I don't know how you say that, but the writer, also reads it down. And how do you handle with that? Do you just continue, or what happens?
Well, in an ideal world, we would then correct it to what it should be. At the end of the day, the marker has to write down whatever I call, regardless of whether they agree with what I've called or not.
Yeah.
And then it's down to me to obviously make the correction, announce the correction, and then hopefully everything adds up and we just continue as normal. But what you don't want to do is make the correction as the next players throw in and put them out of their rhythm. You've got to try and do it at a point where no one's at the jockey, or ideally just try and do it as quick as you can, really. Yeah. Like sometimes I might miscount and then just correct it straight away, which would be better. But yeah, that's what I would do. I have to. It's down to me to make the correction.
Yeah,
the marker can only write down what I say. Yeah.
And then I rolled everything down. Wait.
The man has
I'm not stuttering.
He's done an essay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to Gian again, how did you get to play darts? So how did you start?
I still played football when I was I think I was 9 years old, and there was a local darts tournament at my football club. And my parents, we always watched darts on the television, so I knew what it was, but I never played or anything. So I went to that darts tournament at the football club, as a 9-year-old, but there were only adults playing, so everyone was like 30, 40 years old. And in the end, I won that tournament. And it was the first time I played darts, and I won that tournament. And I quite enjoyed it. And everyone was like, "Oh wow, we've never seen a 9-year-old do this stuff here at the football club." So there were some other local dart players who played some local tournaments, and they asked me if I wanted to join them playing some tournaments, and that's what I did. And then I soon realized I was a lot better playing darts than playing football, so I quit football really quick, and then started playing darts more.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Right, there you go. They won a world-class darts player, the Dutch, and they lost a fantastic right winger. This is how it goes in life. Tiz, thank you so much. Amazing questions. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah,
and I love the shirt as well. That's the Munich European Tour.
That's Munich. I don't know if you remember me, but I was the fan walk-on.
You did the fan walk-on. Oh, did you?
Final day. Yeah.
Which song did you do? Which player did you do?
Luke Littler.
Oh,
sadly, he didn't come on stage, but
well, maybe next time. It is what it is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tiz, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the questions, and enjoy the rest of the show. Hey, it's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. Thank you, Tiz.
Bye.
Bye.
There you go. Great questions there. By the young man. Great.
Very good.
I was going to say really good, and it got into the groove as well.
Yeah.
Got better as he went on. Now then, you guys, we were talking about football a little bit there. By the way, when you got out the Bayern Munich shirt, there was loads of Bayern Munich fans in the chat going, "Yeah, that's the right shirt."
Yeah.
There you go. There are loads of them everywhere. That's the thing. But actually, we were talking about your European Championship, and we were talking about football. So you, Gian, got a bit of a special welcome at home. We're gonna have a look at that. Now, actually, give me a second. I'll have that ready in a second. But you can already talk about it, Gian, and I'll get the video ready.
Yeah, I got a message. I think it was on Tuesday from a local football team, FC Den Bosch, which I go to the stadium quite regularly whenever I'm home. It's about 20 minutes drive. They play the second league in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So they messaged me if I wanted to do, like, if I was available on Friday evening when they play their next league match, and if I wanted to do a round through the stadium at halftime with the trophy. It's like, yeah, why not? Yeah, it was fun.
Now then, thank you very much for buying me a bit of time there, Gian. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at things.
Yeah, it's no Old Trafford as Luke Littler did, but still.
I was going to say there. I think Phil Taylor, he once paraded his first major title at Port Vale's ground, and he said that's probably the only bit of silverware they're going to see there for the next few decades. Could that be said about your home club as well?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they're not doing this. This year has not been too bad, but it's going to be difficult. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean. Gian just said that second division football, FC Den Bosch. Second division, that's something, Charlie, that you can only dream of with your beloved Southend United.
Absolutely. Try Division 5, Gian. Yeah, no, we've had ups and downs. We were in the Championship at one stage, or Division 2, however you want to call it, and we've been on the slide the last few years, and we've ended up in the National League, which is incredibly hard to get out of. You either have to win it outright, or it's the lottery of the playoffs. We did get to the playoff final earlier this year. We were 2-1 up with 10 minutes to go, and we lost 3-2. So we are staying in the National League this season. But hopefully we'll get out there soon. And you've got to back them through the highs and the lows. So up the Shrimpers.
up the Shrimpers. What a call that is. I mean, how often do you actually get to go, Charlie?
Well, I'm still a season ticket holder this season, and I've been going with my dad. When we can, we try and do some away games as well. When I first started supporting Southend, I had a season ticket for a few years, and then when the sort of love of darts and I sort of not fell out of love with football, but I just didn't go to the ground and I just keep tabs on my phone or whatever, look out for the scores every now and again. But recently I've started to go a lot more, and I'm enjoying going again. So regardless of our results, it's it's nice to just get out and just chill for 90 minutes, really, if you can call it chill.
I was going to say chill for 90 minutes. I don't get that with my club, mate.
No. It's all right if you're a neutral, but that's football. So
that's sometimes I really enjoy, like just go to a neutral game, like when we go somewhere and watch teams that you don't really care about, because you actually get to watch 90 minutes of football without biting your nails or sweating or whatever.
You just watch everyone go through all the different emotions, and you're as cool as a cucumber, aren't you? So
exactly.
Philip, do you want to talk about Leverkusen or?
Well, should I talk about Erik ten Hag a bit? Well, listen. Looking at the start of the season we had, we're looking okay now. I mean, I'm pretty thankful that Kasper Hjulmand, that he got in and he steadied the ship, thankfully. But that nightmare we had at the start of the season, that was a bit unreal, to be honest.
Yeah,
like
it's not Erik ten Hag's fault. Never.
No. It's never a Dutchman's fault. No, we know that. Just like on dart stages across the globe. Now, guys, as we're together here, and I thought, hey, an Englishman, a Dutchman, a German, 3 great footballing nations, 9 major international trophies between our countries, 7 for Germany. Yeah, you can share share the other 2. I thought, why not have a little football quiz together? And especially looking at the Dutch part and looking at the English and the German. So basically looking at a couple of instances and going, who is actually the best scoring Dutchman, like in Germany, let's say, or in England, or vice versa. So we're going to go through that, and if everything works, and if me, as a complete allergic to the modern technique, manage to set up an online quiz for our viewers here. So let me quickly do the following. I will quickly change that little charming QR code here. It's now going to go from PDC Europe tickets to quiz part 1. Absolutely. So now you, as you're watching us, you should be able to scan this. Not you two, but the viewers. Scan this, and you should be able to go through to the little quiz that I have prepared. And I can also put this lovely little link in the chat here, so you can also click that. And I'm already at the first question, so that should be working out now for you guys. I hope that your answers are going to come in there. And the first question is, guys, I'm going to ask you first of all, without giving you the multiple choice that our viewers get when they click on the link. But what do you think? Who is the best all-time, the best scoring Dutchman in Bundesliga history? Like, which Dutchman has scored the most goals in the Bundesliga?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it for ourselves, or can we discuss?
You can discuss between you two. As you don't get the multiple choice, you can discuss it. That's fine.
Is there any names coming to mind, Charlie?
Not at the minute. No, my mind's gone a bit blank, to be honest.
We've got Ian Robben, who played a lot of seasons at Bayern.
That's a good shout.
Well, he was always injured.
Yeah,
which didn't help.
I can give you a hint. The player we're looking for never played for Southend United. No, there you go. Continue.
Still a possibility that he's Robben. Other Dutchman.
Yeah.
We have some Dutch strikers. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar played there for a couple of seasons.
Yeah, Huntelaar rings a bell, but I don't know.
No, I can already tell you, our viewers, they are not only darts connoisseurs and experts, they also know their football, apparently, because they get, to be fair, they get 4 different choices there. I'm going to give them to you in a second as well. And as of right now, 82% of them picked the correct answer. So I'm gonna help you out a little bit here, boys. I'm gonna read the four possibilities for you. Is it answer A, Erik Meyer? Is it B, Arjen Robben? C, Klaas-Jan Huntelaar? Or D, Rafael van der Vaart?
Brilliant. We named two of them already.
Yeah, B or C.
50-50?
If 82% has it correct,
Yeah.
I think Arjen Robben is the most known player. But of course, Huntelaar is a striker and Robben is a right winger.
Yeah. I know he did score a lot of goals though, Robben.
Yeah. I don't know how many seasons Huntelaar played for. What did he play? ASV, I think.
Schalke. Played for Schalke.
Oh, he played for Schalke. Yeah. Sorry. I'll say Robben. If 82% is not going to guess Huntelaar.
I'm happy to go with Robben. Yeah.
We go Arjen Robben.
Yeah.
There you are. So our 2 stars go with Arjen Robben, and in the end, it's 76% of our viewers that in the quiz went for the right answer, and the correct answer is Arjen Robben. He scored 99 goals in his career with Bayern Munich. That's a pretty famous club in the southern part of Germany. If you've never heard of them. So no, absolutely. Well, and I think probably 93 of those 99 goals
cutting inside,
the same way, cutting inside, shooting in the far corner. There you go.
Yeah.
Everybody knew it was coming. No one was able to stop it. That tells you, tells you something about that man. Now, so that was question number 1. So 76% of our viewers had it absolutely spot on. Now then, let's have a look at question number 2. That should pop up on your screens right now if you are our viewers. And the next question we got, so we're going to stick with the Dutchman, but who's the all-time best scoring Dutchman in Premier League history? Who might that be?
The first one that springs to mind is Robin van Persie.
I agree.
I can tell you that when I thought about it before looking it up and doing my research, someone else came to my mind. It wasn't Robin van Persie first.
Ruud van Nistelrooy?
That's the name I was thinking about.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But no, it's Van Persie. It should be Van Persie. Arsenal and United. So yeah.
Robin van Persie.
There you go. You went for this much quicker than you went for the you went for the Dutchman in Germany. We're gonna give our viewers a little bit more time here to. They are actually it's as of right now. It's so I can tell you the four different answers that I gave them, the options to choose from. A, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. B, Ruud van Nistelrooy. C, Robin van Persie. And D, Dennis Bergkamp. So, as of right now, 60% of our viewers have gone with the correct answer, which is Robin van Persie. Robin van Persie has scored 144 goals in his Premier League career, as you rightfully said, with Manchester United and with Arsenal. And I think Ruud van Nistelrooy, actually the third best Dutchman as far when it comes to goals scored in the Premiership, and in second position it's Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Maybe a name that not too many people would have come up with, but there you go. So now enough of the Dutchman. Let's
see ya. Have a good evening.
that would have been quite a mic drop actually there. So let's have a look at the next question, and the next question that should be right down Charlie's alley, and he should know this within an instant. But who is the all-time best scoring Englishman in the English Premier League? Well, maybe we go for Gian first. Maybe Gian gives his opinion first, because you should really know this, Charlie. If you
think I do as well.
I think I know who it is. I'm going to look like an idiot if I don't. But
I think. Can I answer?
Go for it, GM.
Yeah, I think it's Alan Shearer, right?
There you go. Yeah. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? And it's as of right now, 73% of our viewers that the correct answer there. It is indeed Alan Shearer, who is the all-time leading goal scorer in Premier League. Full stop. Never mind English or non-English. The other options that I gave there were Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney, and Frank Lampard were a couple that went for Wayne Rooney. Someone said Harry Kane. Maybe Harry Kane could take that if he decides to leave Bayern Munich one day and maybe go back to the Premiership and score.
Everyone seems to forget Shearer's record.
Listen, I don't care. I only look at my own club. So now then, someone went answer E. Rudi Völler. There you go. That's my kind of person there. So now we are through actually with that first part of the quiz, and in an ideal world, should now be able to have a look at part 2. Just give me one little second there. Maybe, but I can't seem to open it for views. But I'm going to ask you guys anyway. So thank you for everyone who participated. Now, if you want to give us the answer, just put it in the chat, and I'll have a look there. So the next question is we're now going to go German. So this will be right down my alley. But I'm curious how well your German football knowledge is. Who's the best ever German when it comes to scoring goals in the German Bundesliga? Who might that be?
I've got a name in my head.
Go ahead.
I want to say, is it Gerd Müller?
What would you have gone for, Gian? Like we're gonna lock. You want to log that in? You want to lock that in, Charlie?
I know Müller scored a lot of goals.
He did.
Yeah, I'm thinking it is Müller, but again, I could be wrong. But I'm just thinking Müller.
Yeah, think so as well. Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, well, listen, when it comes to scoring goals and Germans, you can't really look past Gerd Müller, can you? 365 goals all scored for Bayern Munich, who get way too much attention in this show so far. But there you go. No, it is Gerd Müller, and quite a margin as well between him and all the others. And now, lastly, that could be a bit more interesting, that last question. What do you think, who is the best ever German when it comes to scoring goals? But in the English Premier League, which German has scored the most goals in the Premier League? So we're talking about English top flight football since 1993.
Okay.
Interesting, isn't it?
That's Dutchman.
Yes. I can tell you that the first person that came to my mind was not the correct answer. I thought he would have scored much more goals when I thought of him, but
just trying to think of like strikers in general. I mean, Podolski seems to ring a bell because I think he was at Arsenal for a little bit.
Yeah, he was.
But I don't know how many goals he would have scored.
If I looked it up correctly, he scored 19 Premier League goals in his Arsenal career. I would have thought he would have scored much more. He didn't, though. He didn't.
Is that the one that came to your mind as well?
No, the one that came to my mind, so I'm going to give that one away for you now that this isn't correct either, but the one that came to my mind was Jürgen Klinsmann. But he didn't score as many goals as I would have thought with Tottenham back in the day. So,
okay, what time did this player play in the Premier League? Is it a long time ago?
No, pretty recently. Recently.
Okay, that helps.
Okay,
I think.
I would maybe, as a little hint, I wouldn't think as maybe don't think about a serial goal scorer, but someone who's had a pretty long career in the Premier League, who's been there for quite some time to accumulate his goals. It's not Robert Hood.
I don't have a clue.
Do you know what? I don't know why, but I'm thinking Thomas Vermaelen.
Nah.
No.
Vermaelen.
No.
I want to back you, Charlie, but not with this one.
No, not this one.
He's not even German.
He's Belgian.
There you go then. That's all you need to know. I don't know where Vermaelen came from, but yeah.
The colours of the flag are correct, but I think he's Belgian, isn't he? I think so.
Is it Mesut Ozil?
It's not Mesut Ozil.
That was a shout.
But you're getting pretty close now. Also,
Schweinsteiger.
No,
He didn't play many games for you.
No. Mourinho had him practice with the under 18s, didn't he?
Did he play for Arsenal?
Schweinsteiger, he was with Man United.
Oh no, the one we're looking for.
No.
Okay.
Do you want to know the club? But you probably know it then.
Yeah. Okay.
Played for Man City.
Sane.
No.
Gundogan?
There is. It's Ilkay Gundogan.
Well done.
Ilkay Gundogan, and we had the correct answer in the actually, Kati put in the chat. Gundogan or Robert Hood. No, it's not Robert Hood, but it is Ilkay Gundogan. But actually, he's being chased down as of right now by Kai Havertz. Gundogan's 45 Premier League goals, still standing as the best German ever. But it's Kai Havertz in
Nick
close
Wolterman
contention
a few seasons. Then
probably, the rate he's going, he'll be up there pretty quickly. But Kai Havertz is chasing down Ilkay Gundogan as of right now.
Okay.
42 goals he has scored so far. So I thought about maybe picking a couple of examples from the Eredivisie as well, but all of them were like pretty difficult, like for the non-Dutchman and maybe even for the Dutchman as well. Do you know who the best scoring Dutchman in Eredivisie history is? Would you know?
long time ago, I think.
Yes. To be honest, I always thought that I know my football a little bit. I never heard of him. Like the obvious one I would have gone for is obviously Johan Cruyff, but it wasn't Johan Cruyff. He's third.
Is it Johan Neeskens?
Nope, not him either.
It's Piet Keizer.
Nope, it's not him. The gentleman we're looking for, he scored 300 plus goals in the Eredivisie as well for PSV and for
I hate
Maastricht.
that club. So sorry. Who?
PSV and Maastricht.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, a long time ago. I don't know.
Yeah. His name is actually, I don't know if I pronounce it correctly, but Willy van der Kuilen.
Ah, Willy van der Kuilen. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
wouldn't
said.
have guessed that one. No.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
not him. And it would have
There's
been.
many Dutchmen here, but sorry.
It would have been like the other answers that I left out. They would have been even trickier. Like the best scoring Englishman in Eredivisie history, a fella called Rob McDonald. Sounds like a name I just made up, but it's actually true.
Yeah, it does actually, yeah.
Scored 79 goals for PSV as well, for Groningen and for Willem II. And like the best scoring German in Eredivisie history is a gentleman with dual citizenship, Dutch and German. His name is Hans Sleven. He scored 78 goals back in the day, but I don't. The chances that someone would have got back.
Nope.
Pretty slim. Let's be honest. Pretty slim. But thank you all for participating in this little quiz I prepared here. So I think. Actually, the World Cup qualifiers they started like eight minutes ago, didn't they? Like Germany, we still have to do some work against Slovakia tonight. I mean, the English are well off now. They got a German manager. All of a sudden, they can't concede a goal anymore. Isn't that right, Charlie? Now that we show you how it's done, you're good. You're good to go.
Yep, absolutely.
That's working out pretty well, actually, with Thomas Tuchel, isn't it? I mean, great manager anyway, like proper expert.
Absolutely. I mean, so far so good. I think we've obviously got the talent in our squad. We just need to use them, in the right way. I think that's always been the issue. We've had the players. I just don't think we use them in the right way. But no, we'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll see what happens. I know exactly what's going to happen now. We're going to have our next one or two viewer questions. We'll see how long the essay is that our friend Thiago prepared for us. Thiago is in the mix with us. There he is. Thiago, good to see you.
Hey, good evening.
Hello.
Hey,
Guten Abend.
How are you doing? Is that an Erster FC Köln sticker behind you?
Of course.
Oh my God, Thiago. Well, going from Bayern Munich supporter to Cologne supporter, I'm really being put through my paces here. No, Thiago, go
Philip,
for your.
Philip,
Yeah.
I still like you, I still like you. I will win against you in a couple of weeks. So
Well, yeah, I know. I'm very determined to like you as well, Thiago. So go, tell us your questions to our staff.
Thank you. Yeah, I have actually two questions. One for Charlie, one for Gian.
That's
Let's
fair.
start with Charlie. Charlie, when did you decide you want to become a caller? So a lot of people dream about being a player, but a caller, it's kind of unique.
Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, I didn't really think about going down the calling route when I was younger. Obviously, I did start out playing, and then I managed to get into my regional county team. They call it over here, and that there was one season I just wasn't playing very well. I was only sort of like a reserve player, but it was kind of like a voluntary thing that I did in the end, just to try it out, give it a go. I thought my maths was sort of okay. And the first time, obviously, as you can imagine, very, very nervous. Hand was shaking and jelly legs. And when I came off, the feedback was actually quite good. Like, oh, you've done a good job. And I just sort of started out doing it for fun, really. I didn't really think that, 10, 12 years down the line, I'd be refereeing in the PDC as a hobby. And it just progressed from there, really. And I thought, oh, actually, maybe I could do something with it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. So it's a really nice voice. I like listening to you. And when was the moment you realized you have done it? You are at the PDC. Was that the UK Open 2022? I think was that, or when was the moment you realized? Yeah,
yes, I think. Yeah, I think you're right there. If I remember rightly, the first game on the main stage was between Danny Noppert and Damon Heta, which for me was a nice game just to sort of they both just got on with the match. We didn't have like any problems or anything. So yeah, that was a really nice game just to ease myself in. And afterwards, I thought to myself, well, actually, that didn't feel any different to, like, say, if I was in my bedroom calling the scores, which is quite strange, really, because you always think it's going to be absolutely terrifying, when you get up there. But actually, you realise it's no different. The board's the exact same. Nothing's really changed. Maybe the lighting, perhaps, on the board and a few other things. But the job just remains the same wherever you do it. So, yeah, it was a nice one to start off with.
Yeah, thank you. And now for Gian. I was wondering if you could go to any match of your career back and play it again to change the outcome. What game would it be?
Ooh, good one.
The first one that came to mind was my first World Championship game against Manlok Leung. That's the first one, but I don't know. There are a lot of games which I lost. I probably should want to do again. I played last year. I played Rob Cross in the World Match Play where I missed 6 match starts. That's when I want to go back to and hit one of those match starts. But I think, I think my first World Championship one against Manlok Leung, I got 2-0 up and lost 3-2, and yeah, still without the win at Ali Pali. So I think that's the one game where I look back at and I want to do that one again. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And I actually got another question for you, Gian. Is there any player you don't like to play against? Not because they are too good, but because they maybe played slow or anything?
Maybe. I don't know if I should say it here. I don't know if they're listening.
Okay, then let's turn it around. Gian, what player do you like playing against the most?
The most? Ooh. I think Luke Littler or Luke Humphries. I don't know, either or. I think I like to play both of them because, yeah, as I said before, I always feel very relaxed when I play them, and just there's no pressure on me. It's all on them. So I think I like to play them the most. Okay,
yeah, nice. Thank you. Okay, have a nice evening. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to ask questions. Philip, don't be sad if Leverkusen loses.
Hey, I won't be sad. I won't be sad because we're not going to lose. And next time we see each other at an event, I'm gonna get you like a really big dartboard surround so you can hide that sticker behind the big.
I got a lot of them, so I could put it next to it.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be a problem.
I believe you. Thiago, thank you so much for joining the show tonight. Absolute pleasure. Take care, everyone.
Right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, they couldn't have mapped that out any better for me tonight, could they? Oh God, it was really good. But hey, two fantastic fans that we got, into the mix with us here today. Great questions, and because I just seen the question there by Niall in the chat. How do you actually join this? How do you get to be one of the lucky fans that gets to join live into this conversation with the stars and with myself? You can do that by just sending a direct message to the PDC Europe Instagram account. Facebook will work as well, I'm sure, because like when we go like for the when we promote the next episode of the show, we always give you the chance, like, be one of the lucky ones. Just let us know you want to be there, and then we're going to send you a link, and via that link you can join us here, and then with a little luck you can be one of the lucky ones who gets to speak to the stars directly. So this is how this works. One of the better parts of this show, surely, getting in touch with all of you guys. And I've just seen a question there, Charlie, in the chat, asking who got the better park run in Dortmund. And I can tell you, looking at this picture right here, I listen. This was pre-run, by the way. This was pre-run, and I look finished already. I mean, I can't live with you to save my life, Charlie. Like, you are that quick.
Philip, you're now a life member of the 8 a.m. running club.
Exactly. Yeah, I wish it was the 8:15 a.m. running club, but there you go.
I mean, can we call this the 8 p.m. club? What we're in now? Is this the equivalent? The 8 p.m.
Yeah,
club?
Absolutely. Yeah, much less running, much more talking.
I prefer that one.
Yeah. Fair enough. But no, you've done a good job, Philip, and it was a pleasure to run with you out in Dortmund. So thanks for joining us.
It was really good. I mean, Charlie, we've got to talk about quickly like what you did the last few months. I mean, you did a lot of running. You did it, for Prostate Cancer UK. You raised an incredible amount of money there, and I mean that was special to you, and it was special for all of us. Getting to see you achieve that.
No, thanks very much, Philip. Yeah, so again, it was the Prostate United edition for 2025, which is basically you have to either do a run, a cycle every day throughout October, and it's up to you. You can set your own mileage target or your fundraising goals. I did the same challenge last year, but it was mostly just running, and I wanted to hit I think it was 200 miles originally, and I did about 260. So this year I thought, right, let's try and push it further. We'll try and do 300, maybe incorporate a bit of cycling. Perhaps that will bump the mileage up and help the recovery. And in the end, we done just shy of 350 miles. And I think it was over £1,200 raised for Prostate Cancer UK. So it was worth all the pain, and it was a good month. So,
hey, honestly, congratulations on that amazing achievement. And I can tell you, because you asked how did the park run go. There were two like there was Charlie and there was another chap from the UK who looked as fit as a whippet. And the only time I saw them was when we started. Like at the start, I saw them, and I never saw them again. So this is how that went. And talking about pain, you should have seen me like on the Monday after Dortmund, trying to get out of the car, like when we went back to Munich. Not a pretty sight. Honestly, I felt muscles I didn't know I had.
To be fair, I think you looked a lot fresher in the second photo that we took. I think someone made the comparison. You definitely looked a lot fresher in the second time round compared to the park run, I think, Philip. So
I
think you'd got used to it by then.
Because I'm a great pretender. That's me. I look pretty fresh in that one. Now, guys, I would say we said we're going to do an hour. I'd say let's do an hour and 15 minutes and take the last 10 minutes talking about a topic that because we got a couple of questions here in the chat, and Gian, you alluded to it earlier as well, speaking about the fact that you had to deal with the dreaded dartitis at one point in your career. I think the latest incident, one of the more prominent ones that we actually saw, was we're going to have a look at this quick clip here of Scott Williams on the Pro Tour, and it's absolutely dreadful to see that. I mean, there's a reason why people don't really want to talk about it in the world of darts, because it's just such a terrible thing to go through, and especially for someone like Scott Williams, who was usually like brimming with self-confidence. I mean, Gian, maybe you can take us through that a little bit as well. I mean, for for those of you that are watching and are not familiar with the term, it's called dartitis. It's basically a condition where the darts player is all of a sudden unable to let go of the dart. Most prominently, it appears on the first dart. Most of the players are all right with darts 2 and 3, but for some reason they can't really let go of it anymore. So Gian, you had to deal with that as well in young years as well.
Yeah, I've dealt with it twice. First time I was about 16 years old, and then for a few months, and then when I was about 18, 19 years old, I came back. It's very difficult, but for me, it was all about my mental issues I had back then. I didn't have any self-confidence. I didn't have any. I just didn't believe in myself at that time. I was just scared of playing darts. I was scared about what people might think of me, about losing games, about disappointing people. The thing I learned the most about myself, that I wasn't playing darts for myself anymore, which I am now. So that's massive difference. So, like some people say they can't release dart. Well, I think I could probably, but I just didn't want to, because I didn't want to miss. I didn't want to disappoint everyone that was rooting for me and stuff like that. So it was horrible. And eventually, when it started, you think, "Oh, what's this?" And then you start thinking about it, and then it gets worse. And then next thing you know, you're crying on the hockey, and it's a terrible thing. And Scott put it on Facebook this week or last week that it wasn't dartitis what he had. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know him that well, but especially looking at this video, surely looks like it. So I'm quite curious to see what he's going to do in Minehead and how he's been doing. But yeah, if he really struggles with it, then yeah, it's horrible to see.
Yeah, no, I mean, and Charlie, you've been involved in the game for quite some time as well. Not only the refereeing side, but the playing side as well.
Yeah.
And it's and it's really like there's no like everybody can get that really. Like I've seen it with really young players that don't really have a great standard of play anyway, and you get it with players that have a certain standard, and all of a sudden they seem to catch that. It's really tough. Like not only like of course most of all for the people that deal with it, but also to watch.
Yeah, it's just so bizarre. I mean, to touch wood, I've never had dartitis myself, but yeah, obviously I've seen plenty of players that have struggled with it, and I guess they all deal with it in their own way. We've seen players that have had it before in the past, and they've come back. I mean, probably classic examples like Richie Burnett and I think Mark Walsh as well. So there is a way through. I think the common answer I get is you've just got to play through it. Darts is a mental game, as we know. A lot of it is mental. And I think, it is just the fear of missing or trying too hard. And like Gian alluded to, you don't want to let people down. There is a lot of pressure. And my heart goes out to anyone who is suffering with dartitis at the moment. And I hope they can find a way through and just enjoy the game they love.
Yeah, I think actually, Gian, you've been pretty spot on about how you describe it, because the best explanation I ever heard for dartitis, I think it was Wayne Mardle who said that it is the fear of missing, and basically trying to throw the perfect dart every time you throw. And then when you're scared of something, scared of throwing in that sense, then your brain just tells you, hey, listen, if you're that scared of missing, just don't throw it in the first place. I think it can be described like that. And Fabian just put it in the chat there. He's been struggling with it for 2 years. Started playing when he was when he was 16. He's 18 now. Is there maybe any advice you can give him, Gian, on how to get over it?
Yeah, it's very difficult. I wish there was one golden rule where I could say do this and then you get rid of it. It's for me it was I did some hypnotherapy stuff. But I'm not really sure if that helped. Like if that was the golden thing that helped for me. Still with that double 16 which I hit in Dortmund against Luke Humphries, that releasing the tension of the arm is something that I adapted into my system, into my play in my game due to dartitis. Because as I said, I could have hit the double 16 or I could have went straight for it, but in my head it's like, if you do it now, you're gonna miss. So just don't throw the dart. That's what evolved into my game due to dartitis. But as I explained, I didn't throw my dart, as you said as well, because I was afraid of missing, or I knew I was going to miss. So it took a while before I started playing or started throwing my dart. But eventually when I did, I started playing better, because I only threw my dart when in my head, I was like, you're going to hit this treble 20. So it took a while, but I started playing better, which got the snowball effect rolling. Like, started playing better, win more games, confidence is growing. And then that's how it got rolling. But, you know, it's very difficult. And yeah, unfortunately, as I said, there's not one golden rule that I could say, if you do this, then you get rid of it, unfortunately.
I think that could be the key message also for anybody who's watching the show tonight, who's maybe struggling with that. I think, Gian, you said it. I try to play for other people, and that is usually the path to not really enjoying the game anymore. Play it for yourself and enjoy the game. Throw darts. It's a lovely game. Yeah, it can be mentally challenging, but it is mentally challenging enough just worrying about yourself, you know, not when it comes to, you know, leave other people out of it completely, and try to enjoy it as much as you can. I think that's no matter what you do, if it's darts or presenting or rowing a boat or riding a bike, I think that's when the quality comes in, or when quality can be produced, actually. So now then, you guys, we did a bit more than we promised, more than an hour and 10 minutes, and they went by in the blink of an eye. I got to say, I really enjoyed tonight. We talked a bit of darts, we talked a bit of football. It's been real good fun. Now, thank you to every single one of you who's been watching tonight, who's been participating, not only asking questions face to face here with the boys, but also in the chat. It's been an absolute pleasure. And the biggest thank you, of course, goes to Charlie, Corstorphine, however you want to do it, and to Gian van Veen, of course. Gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
It's been my pleasure, and I'm gonna see you guys down the road at some point, probably Ali Pally somewhere. We're gonna bump into each other, I hope, and or maybe you two are gonna watch the next episode of the Not So Late Night Archer. You could do that as well, because the plan is most definitely to get one out, to get one coming your way before the World Championship kicks off. So at some point in early December, we're looking for the next show. We're going to keep you updated on our guests and the date and the timing on our social media channels of the PDC Europe. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Thank you ever so much for joining us tonight. Thanks once again, Gian. Thanks once again, Charlie. Enjoy the rest of your night, and maybe watch a bit of the World Cup qualifiers now.
I will. I've been told they're 1-0 up, the Netherlands, so.
I think Germany are 1-0 up as well, so we might get a successful end to the night here.
Happy days.
Hey, you guys, thank you so much. Take care, guys. Yes, see you.